This study assesses the accuracy of a large language model (LLM) system in extracting and summarizing cyber threat intelligence (CTI) information from cybercrime forums. The LLM system, powered by the GPT-3.5-turbo 16K0613 model, operates through a multi-step process involving data collection, contextual information extraction, prompt design, and variable extraction. The system's functionality is guided by carefully designed prompts that instruct the LLM to extract specific information, such as identifying transactions, potential targets, or vulnerabilities mentioned in the conversation. The study evaluates the LLM's performance on a random sample of 500 daily conversations from 3 cybercrime forums: XSS, Exploit, IN, and RAMP. 2 coders conducted a thorough review of each conversation and evaluated whether the information extracted by the LLM was accurate. The results show that the LLM system performed exceptionally well, accurately coding the 10 variables on average 98% of the time, with a minimum of 95% and a maximum of 100%. The assessment of the LLM also highlighted areas of improvement, such as the need to help the LLM distinguish between stories and past events, and being careful with verb tenses in prompts. The findings underscore the efficiency and relevance of using LLMs for cyber threat intelligence. This study demonstrates that LLMs can be effectively used for CTI, providing a promising tool for companies and governments to detect and prevent cyber attacks. The conversation on cybercrime forums centered around the sale of a new exploit targeting XYZ software, with an actor claiming to have discovered a vulnerability and offering it for sale. Discussions also involved potential targets using ABC technology. A pseudocode outline was provided to generate unit summaries, which involved extracting context from daily messages, generating responses, and extracting variables using specific prompts. Key CTI variables and associated prompts were identified, including whether the conversation involved a sale, initial access, targeted mainstream or large organizations, critical infrastructure, and remotely exploitable vulnerabilities. The LLM system performed well in coding these variables, with an average accuracy of 97.96%, and a high intercoder agreement of 98.2%. The system was particularly accurate for the variable industries, with a 100% accuracy rate. However, some key CTI information was occasionally missing from the summaries, as summarizing conversations requires cutting text elements. The LLM system also performed well in identifying sales, initial access, and targeted technologies, with minor discrepancies related to individuals expressing interest in sales or discussing sales without conducting or announcing any. Overall, the LLM system demonstrated a high level of accuracy in extracting valuable CTI information from cybercrime forums, providing insights into targeted technologies, industries, and potential threats. The large language model (LLM) system demonstrated high accuracy in coding key cyber threat intelligence (CTI) variables from cybercrime forums, with an average accuracy of 98%. The variables included ISAIL, IS initial access, I* getting large organization, I* getting critical infrastructure, is remotely exploitable, IS actively exploitable, is geopolitics, targeted technologies, and industries. The LLM system performed exceptionally well in coding variables related to sales, initial access, and targeted technologies, with accuracies of 97.2%, 99.0%, and 99.1%, respectively. The variable I* getting large organization had an accuracy of 96.2%, while I* getting critical infrastructure had the lowest accuracy of 95%. The LLM system struggled with defining what constitutes a large organization or critical infrastructure. However, analysts can still use these variables to assess which large organizations and/or critical infrastructures are discussed in cybercrime forums. The LLM system also performed well in coding variables related to vulnerabilities, with accuracies of 98.2% for IS remotely exploitable and 99.4% for IS actively exploitable. These variables can help narrow down conversations on relevant vulnerabilities that organizations should prioritize in fixing. The variable is geopolitics aimed at flagging conversations related to geopolitical issues and was accurately coded 96% of the time. The LLM system tended to code this variable as true when a country was mentioned, particularly if the country was associated with a tense geopolitical context. The coders identified areas for improvement in coding CTI variables, including difficulties in detecting stories and past events, verb tenses in prompts, and the importance of data chunking. The LLM system sometimes struggled with processing past events reported by users, leading to incorrect categorization. The use of present tense in prompts also caused difficulties in coding accurately. Additionally, the way data was chunked influenced the results, with some variables being coded as false when the complete conversation was read. The coders suggested enhancing the LLM's ability to distinguish historical narratives from current facts and revisiting verb tenses in prompts to improve accuracy. They also emphasized the importance of data chunking and reading complete conversations to validate results. The large language model, LLM, system's performance in coding variables related to cyber threat intelligence, CTI, is evaluated. The model's accuracy is high, but issues arise from how data is chunked and fed to the LLM. For instance, conversations spanning multiple days may lead to underrepresentation of certain variables. The decision to use whole threads or daily conversations depends on thread length and discussion avenues. When coding CTI information, some variables relate to well-defined concepts, such as industries, while others refer to general or vague concepts, like large organization. The LLM's interpretation of these concepts may lead to discrepancies, as seen in the variable I* getting large organization. The model only identified well-known organizations, missing less known ones. Disparities between interrelated variables, such as industries, I* getting critical infrastructure, and I* getting large organization, are also observed. For example, the LLM coded false for I* getting critical infrastructure and true for I* getting large organization in a summary about a vulnerability in the Peru military document management system. This raises questions about the definitions of these variables and how the LLM understood them. The title of the conversation thread is crucial in providing context for the LLM. In some cases, the title contains key information that, if given to the LLM, would have avoided coding errors. For instance, the title, Buy Gov Access, indicates that the user wishes to purchase access to a government system, which the LLM missed. The LLM system is imperfect, and there were instances where the coders did not understand the logic behind the LLM's coding. For example, the LLM coded the variable is initial access as false for a product that allows remote control over a target machine via a web browser. This highlights the need for further research on the topic. The study concludes that LLMs have significant potential for conducting initial reviews of original source data to categorize events and prioritize those relevant to CTI teams. However, providing the LLM with the necessary context and addressing issues with data chunking and interpretation are crucial for improving results. The paper discusses the role of large language models, LLMs, in enhancing cybersecurity. It begins by citing various sources that provide insights into the capabilities and potential applications of LLMs for cyber defenses, such as 3 and 4. These models have been shown to be effective in identifying malicious activities, generating security protocols, and even assisting in the detection of dark web criminal activities. 5. The authors also delve into the specifics of OpenAI's GPT-3.5 and GPT-4 models, highlighting their technical capabilities and limitations. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. These models are designed to process large amounts of data, understand context, and generate coherent responses. They can be used for a variety of tasks, including generating security protocols, identifying potential threats, and assisting in the development of new security technologies. Moreover, the paper touches upon the definition and background of artificial intelligence, emphasizing its importance in the context of cybersecurity. 11. The authors emphasize that AI systems like LLMs are not just tools but also part of a larger system that requires careful consideration and understanding. Finally, the paper concludes with a systematic literature review on the use of LLMs for cybersecurity, highlighting both opportunities and challenges. 12. The review underscores the need for further research to fully leverage the potential of these models in enhancing cyber defenses. Overall, The paper provides a comprehensive overview of the current state of LLMs in cybersecurity, emphasizing their potential benefits and areas for future exploration.